Hello again, listeners. After an awkward hiatus, the Q&A blog has returned with an awkward hardware recovery. We have 10 questions lined up. This will be shorter than before because I'm going on vacation tomorrow. So, first question?
From Puddin' Pies. Hey guys, I'm so happy you back. How have you been?
Thank you, we're happy to be back too. No real change from the norm. Got our laptop broken by a ghost. The ghost broke into the house. Karo and Tamama had a giant bird baby. I vomited up a new laptop.
Still not touching it.
And everyone got turned into machines, and I went slightly mental.
So pretty boring when it comes down to it.
From Calabroni, what's it like having those Ghost and Slime brothers living with everyone now?
They haven't bothered us since holing up in the vaults. I didn't even know we had vaults, let alone a slime guy in them.
We're waiting to see Shurura's next play, but I'm getting the feeling he's not too concerned about them. Robobo certainly wasn't.
What a name, too. Robobo. Gee, I wonder what he is. An asparagus.
Galladay Rocks Gamer asks, Dororo, whatever happened to your grandpa the train? Oh god.
We haven't heard anything from him, have we?
I think Dad said he's been parked at an old train's home, but yeah, we haven't heard from him since.
Mega Kazuki Wolf asks, say you found out that the family that raised you wasn't your blood family, and the dad has tried to kill you, but you also find the family that is related to you by blood, but you've only known them for a day. Which one would you pick?
I'd be fine with a family that doesn't include the father who tried to kill me. Speaking as someone who still doesn't know if his father is blood-related, and someone whose father has also tried to kill him.
You don't pick your relatives, but you do pick your family. You could pick both or neither if it came down to it. The one without attempted murder sounds better, though.
Puffball Patriot asks, Dear Giroro, if you had to choose between bringing Garuru back to life and giving Dororo immortality, which would you choose?
Well, we already brought Garuru back to life, and Dororo might already be immortal, so that one's pretty easy.
Rocco Angel asks, sorry it's a little late, but in episode 8, Tamama said, you should see what position we get into. So my question is, what positions do you guys get into? Also, doesn't have to be sexual.
We get into the classics, mixed with the pitiful and embarrassing.
Do you mean sexual or in our day-to-day lives?
Both in that order.
Ace Kid asks, hi there. With Kararo actually sort of trying to be less of a jerk, can either of you stand him anymore now? Ever hang out with him or anyone in the platoon more now than you did before?
We've been around him a lot more than we would, since Shura's always breathing down our necks.
That and trying to be less of a jerk doesn't equate to being less of a jerk. He's regressed a bit since the time fiasco, even if he's a lot nicer to me.
From Roboticized Rockman, why do you cry when you touch your toes, Dororo?
I haven't done that in forever, now that you mention it. Stretching and crying before bed helped me get to sleep. I don't need to anymore.
From Soul Doom of the Universe? No, Soul of Doomdurse. I call dibs on Soul Doom of the Universe. How well did both of you, plus Kararo, know Kululu before joining the military?
I remember seeing him occasionally. All of us except Tamama grew up in the same town.
We knew he liked curry. We didn't know he liked lotion. He hasn't mentioned it in a while. I'm hoping he's moved on to something else.
And our last question for tonight from UA778. So I've been wondering, I remember Tororo saying that Kululu was his dad, but the part I don't get is, who was his mother? Was it that dust bunny in the Hamdingers box? If you don't know, do you think you could ask him, please?
Hamdingers? That was too recent for Tororo to be born from that.
Also, it's a dust bunny.
We have no idea who the mom could be. We never saw him with many people, let alone romantically. Could have been a one-time thing with someone, could be a complete misunderstanding. My point is, do you want to ask him?
No.
No, we're not going to ask him.
Thank you very much, everyone, for your questions. As soon as I get back, we'll have another audio blog to make up for the shortness of this one. See you in a few weeks.
Later. Hey again, people. We're back after your... well, supposed to be your vacation.
I'm determined to take you on a real one soon. But yes, someone other than Shurura decided to be a pain.
The old standby, our old commanding officer, trying to settle the score one last time. Hopefully that's him out of our hair for good.
At the very least, that's us out of the Charon army.
As long as we keep Kararo out of any future time jumping.
Agreed.
Well, we got some more questions, so let's go for it.
Right. First, UA778 and Ace Kid have roughly the same question. Has your species ever encountered the trolls from planet Alternia?
Probably. I don't know if anything happened.
I remember reading something about Alternia years back, and then when I came across it again, the information had changed completely.
And something about bees?
No, not bees, just other aliens.
Whatever. We don't really know crap about them. A lot of our friends wouldn't shut up about them for a long time, though.
Le Dapper Greninja asks, since you likely met the Jetters when trying to invade Planet Bomber, what do you think of them?
The Jetters? I don't think they were there at the time.
Well, they're based on Planet Jetter, aren't they?
Yeah, but one of them's a Bomberman.
Oh, right. Mighty. Yeah, he was definitely one of the big reasons our invasion failed.
Yeah. Apparently they kept him really far away from the peace talks. Kind of a dick.
I doubt we've met any of his teammates, though.
From Kururu666, how'd y'all meet Kululu and Tamama? How'd that go?
We mentioned last time that Kululu lived in the same town as us. He was that guy who nobody talked to. I was that other guy who nobody talked to, but I still never talked to him either.
We were kind of surprised when he ended up in our platoon, let alone a higher rank than everyone else.
We don't know what he did to get there. Maybe that's where Toro came from.
Tamama, we met her like a week before we got shipped out on our first assignment. She and Kara were already a couple by that point. I don't know how long they were together before that, but she was pretty much as much of a friendly idiot as she is now.
Ace Kid asks 2 questions. First, would you guys ever hang out with Tamama or Kululu for just the sake of it? You know, bond, create strong friendships. Or is that a stupid idea?
We've lived and worked with them for several years now. We're fine. Unless they surprise us,
Again.
I'm not holding out on new best friend status with either of them.
And second, how do you guys feel about all the fans you have? Any particularly striking moments of interaction with them?
I think them dropping the bomb to Doro that my brother was dead was about it.
Striking, certainly. In a lighter note, we did get some fun pictures from them when we restarted the blog.
The fans all seem pretty cool. I feel like they're thinking about a different Doro and GiroDoro a lot of the time, though.
Bitter Cold Fucker asks, how do you two feel about Kimama?
Wait. Hang on a second, babe. I think there's something outside.
Oh, want me to check?
I mean, if you want, it's no big deal.
No, that's fine. Here, take the laptop.
Ah, shit, I touched it. He seems to have cleaned it well enough.
Whatever it was, it's gone. Babe? What? Did you get me a Giro teddy bear? Oh, that's adorable. Aww. Giro? Good evening, listeners. Giro and I had a nice long wind down from the Shura fiasco, but we felt like it was time to get back to your questions, so let's get right into it.
Red School Larv says, welcome back, fellas. So I wanted to ask 2 questions. One, Dora, where do you think a good vacation spot would be? Disney, Hawaii, Easter Island, etc.?
Well, honestly, since I'm either out in the forest or here in the suburbs most of the time, vacation for me is going into the cities. London, Boston, Jacob Pills.
We flew over to Osaka last month. That was a fucking nightmare.
The blowfish balloon was not going to eat you.
Yeah, that's what it wants you to think.
And second question, since your commander is at the bottom of the ocean, do you think he's going to cause any trouble?
I don't know. Maybe. We haven't seen or heard from him since he tried taking over. Maybe he's drowned by now. In water or coffee.
Hodika Aisha asks, do you think Toro's mother could have been Lotion? No. Maybe? It is Kululu.
Explains the lockjaw.
SMX Sonic asks, has Planet Charon ever had a run-in with the aliens known as gems? They seem to be just as expansionistic.
Yeah, a few times. Mostly in minor skirmishes on other planets, though. They usually operate in different quadrants than Coronians.
It was Gem and the Holograms who really fucked us up.
Gene May 6 asks, since your relationship started, has something ever happened where one of you had to take care of the other, like an injury or illness? If so, what did you do to help them?
I had to save him from a blowfish balloon.
I saved myself.
Uh-huh.
Those fuckers will poison you when they're tiny.
Nothing's happened where we couldn't take care of ourselves. As of our relationship. We're both trained soldiers.
With very disparate levels of success.
We always look out for each other, but as chaotic and stupid as it gets around here, we've never had anything serious like that happen.
Ray Arsement, or Ray Earsement? Ray 23 asks, what would you do if you really had a child related to you?
Well, we did, briefly. The answer to that was to wait for it to become a giant bird and fly away, which is pretty easy.
At best, put him up for adoption with a good family. We've dealt enough with awful fathers to know what not to do, but we also know you don't want none of us 5 raising kids.
At worst, keep them away from Kararo and Kululu. Mostly Kululu. I think they both want to reenact Superman.
Please don't leave me behind 38. Jesus. Asks, is there any other godly vegetables out there?
No, I've looked. There's maybe a demigod carrot out there, but the rest are weak imitators.
They also ask, what happened to Ice-T?
What? I do not know what they're referring to.
Didn't he die?
Who?
Ice-T.
No, you're thinking of Fife Dog.
Oh, right.
From A Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah. Damn. That's the low end.
Drawing Psychopath asks, so Giroro, have you ever been able to see Dororo's mouth?
Yes.
If so, how did you see it?
When he took his mask off.
Oh, does he look cuter than he does without it?
Oh, well, I admit, the hot, mysterious look is very up my alley. But honestly, with or without the mask, he's always Doro to me. So both are equally cute to me.
Such a bullshit answer.
Folks, you need yours ready in advance. Those damn trap questions about your SO, you'll never be ready for them.
I think he's cuter being riddled with gunfire. And then I get to patch you up and make Jinmei 6 happy.
There we go. Works out for both of us.
Next question. Galladay Rocks Gamer asks, what did you guys do with that eyeball frog in the bubble?
Well, once Shura left, the kid had no one better to voyeur over, so now he's somewhere in Kululu's lab giggling to himself.
The Coronian rights violations going on in that lab right now.
Avenger M asks, Doro, how uncomfortable was it to cough up that laptop? Could you heave up any other electronics?
1, outrageously. Luckily us Coronians are squishy. 2, definitely, I just need to concentrate. Got him a new phone for his birthday.
We go through like 5 in one Earth year.
Also, what did the both of you think of Karoro and Tamama's child?
He was cute enough when he was a baby. Once he did the thing, my memory gets kind of scrambled.
I looked into the abyss.
Crystal-eating Becca asks, what would be Giro's reaction if Doro turned into a teddy bear first? About the same as his. I'd think it was really cute, and I'd wonder where he went. We'd all be completely screwed, because Doro could tell the doll was me. There's no way I would have known.
And Zabita looked back.
Honey.
Oh, yeah, we had iced tea last week.
Okay. Potential Plateau asks, are Coronians mammals or amphibians?
Our biology is different from any Earth creatures, but we're probably closer to mammals, actually. We're not warm-blooded, more like antifreeze-blooded, and we don't have mammary glands, but our bodies are somewhere between humans and Earth frogs.
And final question, Gecko the Geek Girl asks, does Karo have a soft side or is he always a jerk?
He certainly does. Kamama showed that he'd love to be a father, and I think when it comes down to it, he's devoted to Tamama. But he's been a much kinder soul in general since Shura happened, so hopefully we'll see that side most often from now on. What is he doing?
He is currently cleaning the sliding glass door with his ass.
At least now he's doing it nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you everyone for your questions. We'll talk to you all again soon.
Yep, later. Oh, wait. We just now got a question from Viper.
Oh, hell. Let's see. Moms Against Viping asks, have you boys found any of my old treasure hoards I left on Earth? I lost track of them and can't find them anymore. If you can find them, whatever's in them is yours. Ahoy hoy, I'm being facetious. It's a gift for you guys, but I'm making you work for it. Waka waka.
I hate your dad.
I hate him too.
I like going on adventures to find his treasure, though.
I like that too. Talk to you all again soon, everyone. Good day to you all. Apologies for such a massive delay. We were a little blindsided by finding out that Viper has several treasure hoards hidden around the planet. We're trying to find clues as to where they are, but we're coming up short.
It'd be easier if we, knew him. For now, we figured we'd get some of your questions out of the way.
Right, starting with possession is a myth. Hey guys, it's summer.
Well, it was when we got your question.
And all the bullshit you've had to deal with is over. For now, anyway. Who knows what kind of crap Karoro might get into next.
Yeah, maybe he'll fall down a hole and find Viper's treasure for us.
Anyway, what are your plans? Going on a trip? Finding a new place to stay? Picking up any new hobbies? I think our search answers most of those questions.
Don't think we'll be moving anytime soon. No real reason to. I'm sure Kululu could actually move our base somewhere else. I think he's the only one who lives down there anyway.
It's like our new clubhouse now.
With more happy juice.
Dong Repair asks, Kululu was blue when he was a kid. Do you know why he's yellow now?
I didn't know he was blue to begin with.
We knew him, though, when we were kids.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was blue.
Uh-huh. He never told us anything about it, so I don't know. He's an awfully absorbent Coronian. Maybe he got lost in the mustard aisle.
Gentleman Sir Strange says, so after meeting your family, I see why you feel like Koyuki is a mother-daughter-sister.
Yes. Growing up, I didn't know the scope of Viper's fathering madness, but I met a few relatives. Grandma's a subtle case.
Please don't leave me behind 38. Jesus. Says, studies show that eating god broccoli has a 78% chance of causing blindness in humans. How do you feel about this, Doro? Sincere inquiry from Jason of Dimension 3-87B.
That might be a function of humans in your dimension, Jason. Many of our human friends have eaten it, and no such thing has happened to them.
They were paranoid schizophrenics for about a week. And they thought David Bowie was a raisin, but I think they're better now.
No Lava Shell asks, since you guys are in Japan, have you been watching any anime or anything of the sort?
We don't watch a lot of Japanese TV.
We're watching more American television, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of very good American animation. Adventure Time, Gravity Falls, Star vs. the Forces of Evil. A few live-action shows, too. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. We're following Marvel's Netflix series.
I both love and hate The Punisher.
I didn't care for Iron Fist, though it was interesting seeing people get angry over cultural appropriation when you're an extraterrestrial frog ninja.
No Lava Shell also asked, ever had any of the cakes Paul makes by, quote, just looking at it?
Yes, they're delicious.
The guy's a damn good cook, by looking at it.
It's when he uses his hands that everything goes wrong.
Yep.
From Bean Skelly, you were each granted one wish. However, that wish comes with serious consequences. How screwed are you?
So screwed we get serious consequences.
Also from Bean Skelly. Have you run into the crystal gems at one point? I hear they are really passionate about protecting the Earth.
Nope, they're a cartoon here. Surprisingly, people that don't exist in our universe.
Our Steven universe. No, I'm not sorry.
Read the next person's name as punishment.
Sahodaria Sohoyuria.
Damn it.
Is it possible for there to be a universe where Kululu isn't an asshat?
Maybe. He goes like half of the year without being a shit.
I say no. I watched Karuro play Bioshock Infinite. I feel that's a constant rather than a variable.
Also from Sahod... them. What's your opinion on fondue?
I don't think I've had real fondue. Have you?
I had it once. I never thought of punishing bread and sausage with melted cheese and beer, but I liked it. What do you mean real fondue?
Well, once Koyuki and I got bored and made makeshift sushi fondue with a pot of wasabi.
Ugh. Bet you slept well that night.
Good God. Think we can squeeze a few more in here. PokeDigi123 asks, so how's your brother and his platoon been lately? Did they ever know about Shura?
Last I heard from them, they're fine. Think Zoru needs a new speaker, and Toro runs out of meds really fast. I did mention Shura to him in case he wanted to help, but they were too stuck cleaning up every other crappy platoon's messes.
It wasn't just us, huh?
Oh, we were totally the worst.
Oh.
But yeah, there's a few other idiots out there.
At least there's no hard feelings about us dropping out of the military.
Yeah, he's a real soldier, but I think he always knew I wasn't. Also, Garu can't have hard feelings.
Right.
Galladay Rocks Gamer asks, Doro, since Karo found the list of all Viper's kids, do you think you might ever go seek them out and have a family reunion?
Oh God, I read that. Or rather, I looked at it for 5 seconds. That would be like holding a family reunion of salmon. It's not happening.
Knowing our luck, I'm sure we'll run into a few of them down the road anyway. Just law of averages.
And finally, the Asking Asterisk asks,
thank you for reading that.
What would happen if some random stranger came up and just straight up ripped off Dororo's face mask?
They'd be swallowed by the cosmic void where his mouth's supposed to be.
Still just a normal face, people.
Short answer, they'd die.
But that's everything for now. We still have several questions left over, so we're not yet accepting new submissions. But we'll record another new blog for you all in the near future.
Holy
Marco's
hell.
nachos!
Was that one of ours?
Didn't sound like a rocket. And it landed in the woods. Where Koyuki's house used to be.
Well, let's go check it.
Right. Testy. It works!
Hey,
yes!
there we go. Saved your guts.
Thank God. Hello, everyone. It's been a very long time once again. We got so caught up treasure hunting, and then the laptop fell in a puddle in Oaxaca.
Kululu was supposed to fix it. Think that says everything.
But I believe last time we did an episode, a probe landed in the woods just before we finished. It was from Viper, and it had some more information on his treasure stashes. Took some decoding, but we were able to locate 3 of them.
The cheap ones.
Yeah, they didn't have much exciting in them.
One was just a bottle of Coronian OJ, one was a dog skeleton.
The last one had a case of baby pictures. That was sweet.
Except we didn't recognize any of them.
I'm just gonna hope they're all his children.
But we did catch one of the pictures. It's something else. Here, apparently this is an aerial shot of Machu Picchu.
We didn't know that for a while.
Thought it was a walnut.
And thus, here we are in beautiful Peru, hoping desperately there's a 4th treasure hoard here that's worth this trouble.
The guys are digging around over there, but we finally got the laptop working again, so we're taking a break and catching up on some questions. Shall we?
Yeah, let's get to it. First, from the Haunted Umbrella, why do you leave a lipstick mark on that postcard you left with Karo and the team? And whose address was on it if not Koyuki's?
I almost forgot about that.
I didn't. Short answer is, I had problems regarding Karo and GiroDoro. You could pretend the mark was for you.
It was not your color.
And the address was for a warehouse just outside the forest. Koyuki didn't have a formal address, so if they wanted to contact me, they could send a letter there. Maybe I'd read it. Probably not. I came back later that night. I didn't think particularly hard about it.
Definitely a lie.
I was lying that whole day.
A few from Aura Master. Doro, how's your mom doing? Also, were she and Viper really married?
She's doing well, last I heard. Still got a chronic headache, but her neck's doing great.
Oh, good.
And yes, they were married. And even though they divorced when I was young, for whatever reason, they got back together not too long ago. They must see something in each other.
They also asked, what was boot camp like for you guys?
Rough. I trained to be an assassin, but I couldn't stop killing my own peers. Earth was the only active duty I ever had.
Yeah, it was bad for me too. It was kind of nepotism that I even got through it, let alone got made corporal since I couldn't shoot anything for shit. A lot of people like Garu.
Next, a few from Small Lesbian Child.
Small?
Somalian, I guess. How many bones does Karoro break? And how fast do you guys recover?
We're pretty pliable and squishy. I don't think Karo's broken anything short of surface skin.
Not for lack of trying. On Natsumi's part.
They also ask, oh yeah, and how is Natsumi doing?
Oh, well, she's doing well enough, I think. She and Koyuki are still dating. They're focused on school in spite of Karoro making that difficult.
We asked her if she wanted to come treasure hunting with us, since Fuyuki's coming along too. Then Karo entered the room and we didn't have to finish the question.
GiroDoro64 asks, did anything become of Puru's plans to use Dororo's liver to become rich?
I stopped her before she could. She was elbow deep in him trying to find it.
Yeah. She didn't figure out that I also have parasites that replaced my organs. She wasn't going to find it.
Chibi Wisdom says, I noticed you guys were fairly calm when confronted with a talking doll. Has there been any other strange races you've come against?
Not many. Not like the talking doll. That was just lack of surprise.
We know to expect anything.
I did get yelled at by a tapeworm last week. It wasn't mine, if you're asking.
Another one from the Haunted Umbrella. Did Dororo write that anonymous letter to Giro when y'all tried hosting a radio show? If not him, did you ever find out who?
Oh yeah, that was from the real Sumomo, actually.
Oh god, right. I never even met her. That was uncomfortable.
Hey
Cartoon
guys!
Oh.
Guys, we think we found a hidden tunnel.
Ah,
Great,
damn, here we go.
We'll be there in just a minute.
Oh, right, we gotta finish this.
There's just a few left. Alright, but Karo's getting antsy in a really weird way. Spray him with water if you have to.
Cartoon Lover Stuff asks, where did Dororo get his ninja mask from? I want one.
Koyuki's ninja clan gave it to me. Good luck finding them. I got them banished forever.
From Red School Lover, hey guys, thanks for answering my last question. So here's a gift for you. It took me forever to figure out how to send it through, but you know, time shenanigans and portals. Since you're going on an adventure, everyone needs adventuring things. Enjoy yourselves, boys. Red. Oh, this is where that whip and hat came from.
That was them? We appreciate it, Red, but you scared Giroro when he dropped the laptop in the puddle.
Vindication.
And our final question from SN Keithan. Sin Keithan. Based on your past and your current life, do you finally feel happy and at peace with yourself?
Big time.
We've had long, weird lives, but they've worked out in the end. We're far happier now than we ever were before.
And I'll be happy to never have a world-ending calamity bother us ever again.
Give it a day.
Yeah, really.
Thank you again, everyone. Sadly, Tumblr sucks now. What the hell happened on our hiatus?
Why do people hate sex? It's great.
So this will have to be our final blog. Thank you so much for all your questions, everyone. It's been a fun 20 episodes.
Yeah, it is. Thanks for being interested in us, I guess.
Goodbye, everyone.
Later.